In the year of our Lord 1173, the fields of Suffolk held secrets darker than any peasant could imagine. Wulpit Village earned its name from the deep trenches dug to trap wolves that terrorized livestock in the endless English wilderness. Harvest workers discovered two children huddled in the ancient pits, their skin bearing an impossible shade of emerald green throughout. Every inch of exposed flesh bore the verdant coloration, as if nature itself had claimed these children as its own. The children spoke in an unknown language, their words flowing like water over stones, incomprehensible to English ears entirely. Their clothing defied explanation, woven from materials and patterns unknown to any weaver in the Kingdom of England then. Sir Richard de Calne, lord of the manor, commanded the children be brought to his estate for examination and protection. For days they refused all food offered, rejecting bread, meat, and ale as if these common provisions were deadly poison. As hunger consumed them, the children grew weaker, their green skin becoming pale and their mysterious eyes growing dim. Only when presented with fresh beans from the garden did they show interest, consuming them with desperate, ravenous hunger. Despite nourishment, the younger boy succumbed to his ordeal, leaving his sister alone in this strange new world forever. The girl slowly accepted other foods, her strength returning as she adapted to the customs of her English captors. As months passed, the unnatural green hue gradually faded from her skin, revealing normal human flesh beneath the mystery. She learned to speak English haltingly, her accent strange and musical, carrying echoes of her forgotten homeland's tongue. When finally able to communicate, she told a story that challenged everything the medieval mind thought possible about reality. She claimed to come from a land where the sun never shone, where perpetual twilight cast everything in shadows. This mysterious realm was called the Land of St. Martin, separated from our world by a great flowing river. She and her brother had followed the sound of church bells echoing strangely through underground passages beneath their world. They emerged into blinding sunlight they had never experienced, immediately overwhelmed by the intensity of our world's harsh illumination. When they tried to return home through the passages, the entrance had vanished, trapping them in our sunlit reality. Two medieval chroniclers documented this account, William of Newburgh and Ralph of Coggeshall, both respected historical authorities of their time. The girl eventually married and lived as Agnes Barr in the nearby village of Lena, maintaining her unusual story. For centuries, scholars have debated whether this account represents historical fact, folklore, or something far more mysterious and unexplained. Modern researchers propose the children suffered from hypochromic anemia, a condition causing distinctly greenish skin coloration in severe cases. They may have been Flemish refugee children, speaking an unfamiliar dialect, malnourished and lost in the English countryside during wartime. The Battle of Fornam occurred nearby in 1173, creating chaos and displacing many families from their ancestral homes. Severe malnutrition combined with eating only legumes could explain both their green coloration and their initial rejection of food. Ancient mine shafts and natural caves honeycomb the Suffolk countryside, possibly explaining their emergence from underground tunnels and passages. Church bells carried far across medieval landscapes, potentially guiding lost children through underground passages toward distant village sounds. Childhood trauma often creates fantastic explanations for terrible experiences, transforming harsh reality into more bearable mythological narratives and stories. The story may preserve folk memory of ancient Celtic otherworld beliefs, where fairy folk emerged from underground realms. Despite rational explanations, the detailed documentation by two independent chroniclers suggests something genuinely extraordinary occurred in medieval Wulpit Village. 8 centuries later, The Green Children of Wulpit remain one of history's most compelling and thoroughly documented unexplained medieval mysteries. Whether refugees, otherworldly visitors, or something else entirely, their story challenges our understanding of medieval history and human experience. The Green Children remind us that even in our rational age, some historical events resist explanation and continue haunting imagination. Like this video, if you enjoyed uncovering historical mysteries, subscribe and hit the bell for more strange but true documentary investigations.